All right. Gonna do a little bit of random sketching today. I don't really have much of a plan, but I have one new feature in that was sort of bugging me. It's not really a feature. It's just more of a little quality of life thing. But basically, before, when you had an eraser turned on a layer and you switched to another layer, it would turn off the layer. Or it would turn off the eraser tool. So I got it now so that it doesn't do that anymore. And the tricky thing is it needed to remember if your layer was on stencil mode, because stencil and eraser was sort of like on the same setting, but now it remembers stencil, but it doesn't remember erase, which I think is better, because sometimes you just want to erase a bunch of stuff on different layers maybe. But when you turn off erase, it'll remember the stencil setting. Anyway, that's a little thing that probably nobody will care about or notice, but it's there. Hello Artemi, welcome. So also today I think I'm going to try to do this truck here. Let me grab it. Where is it? I'm getting my reference from today for from Nert's Tumblr, which is at nert.tumblr.com, and we've got a nice Ben's Unimog here. You know, the usual. Yeah, yesterday let me complain for a second. I was trying to get this thing working, and it took me the entire day, and I feel like I accomplished nothing. And I think the reason why is because there's these like little venti fans on the roof of our neighbor's apartment, and they were like, it's a windy day, and it was spinning and squeaking all day. And actually, I think the guy's up there right now fixing it. Yep, he's up there right now. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's somebody oiling up the roof today, thank God, because I was dying from the squeaking, because my desk is like right next to that squeaking fan thing. So yeah, hopefully I can get some stuff done without the crazy squeaking sound. Yeah, working noises kind of drive me crazy. I don't know if you guys are the same. I do listen to music, but I don't know. I think I'm a bit of a diva. I need quiet at least for coding, for sure. I need quiet. For drawing, I think it's okay to have noise, music and stuff. Status active. Do you have any resources on how to code such an app? I can't find much. At first I followed this Udemy quick Android course. Yeah, just look up like Udemy Android beginner or something like that. And he showed you how to do something in Android Studio. Now this whole thing is done in Godot engine, so you can also look up Godot engine tutorials. But I'll be honest, there isn't that much ready-made tutorials for drawing apps. Obviously, like there's a lot more stuff for video games and stuff like that. So you're gonna have to sort of figure out a lot of it on your own. But you can at least get a start with those. I also saw a Unity drawing app tutorial on YouTube. So just search drawing tutorial YouTube. There's a few out there. I can't really hear myself with these headphones in, so I'm sorry if I'm shouting, although maybe it's better if I'm shouting because I tend to talk a little bit too soft anyway. Okay. Also, yesterday I was hosted by Tiffany Mang on her Instagram, so that was a fun little talk about heavy paint stuff and art in general, I guess. So if you guys want to check that out, just go look up Tiffany Mang on Instagram. It's on her stories. Instagram, I think it's like Tiffany at Tiffany Mang Art. And oh look, there we are. So we had a little interviewee talk thing. So that was fun. See what else happened. I also had a talk with Gumroad's head of product this morning, because apparently I was one of the top like 100 something creators last year. So got to talk about like problems that I'm having with Gumroad and stuff, and generally everything's okay, but it was nice to talk to him anyway, because I was asking him for like some advice too of what I should do with heavy paint, and he was saying like he once had like he was working on a software product also at one point, but he said he spent, you know, over $100,000 and lots of effort and time on it and blah blah blah, and it never really like made back that money. So he sort of eventually gave up on it, and I was like, holy crap, that's a little bit scary, because I've also spent a lot of effort and time on heavy paint, and it hasn't really at least financially been a success yet. I think it is like picking up steam, but well, he was saying that one thing to look out for, or one thing to think about, is like it could be either one of two problems. It can be the market, or the market fit, I guess, or your reach, I guess. And he's asking me if he's like, does everyone in your industry already know about heavy paint? And I was like, definitely not. Most people are like, what is heavy paint? Like, I've never heard of that. But that, you know, most people that use it tend to like it, I think, for the most part. And it is pretty different. And so he was saying like, yeah, so it's either that people don't know about your product, or maybe they do know about the product and it's not hitting the spot for them. So I think the fact that not that many people know about it yet is at least means that there's some potential for it if more people did find out about it. And that's just something I have to figure out and work on now. trying to get the word out. It's difficult. I feel like there's some stuff I need to try, like maybe, I don't know, maybe reaching out to some YouTube people that are, bigger channels, or getting reviews like that, or maybe reaching out to some bigger artists and stuff. And another thing that a lot of people have told me to try is to make a challenge, like a heavy paint challenge type of thing. But for some reason, I'm scared to do that also. I think the reason why is because I'm a little bit scared, like, because I want everything to be sort of perfect, I don't want them to use it and be like, oh, this thing is broken, so I can't really recommend this. And that's a thing that's realistic, I think, because there's lots of things that are semi-broken, sometimes. There's saving issues sometimes for people on Android and this and that, and it's like, I don't know, it's a little bit overwhelming, yeah, that's just what's on my mind. I'm trying to figure out how to make this all work long term. I am gonna be taking a class also on business with Sahil, he's the creator of Gumroad. So I'm hoping I can pick up some tips from that and learn how to, market this better and get the word out, and I guess develop this more seriously. But it's all just a learning process, you don't really learn any kind of this business side of stuff in school. I had one business class, like a very afterthought type of class. The teacher was like barely even there on time, and it was just, I didn't really learn anything. So I'm hoping that I'll get some actual concrete stuff I can try. But and then also, like, having peers there that will sort of, peer pressure, good kind of peer pressure, I guess. Is there grayscale mode? Not yet. It's coming. Are you gonna make a shortcut for undo? Yeah, Control Z and Alt Z is undo. On mobile, I did try two-finger tap for undo. I tried it for a while, and I really didn't like it, so I left it out. But I might add that in as an option for this version when this layers version comes out. But the reason why I didn't like the two-finger tap is because you have to, like, I don't know, you have to you lose your pen grip when you do the two-finger tap, which I don't like. It's also getting the word out by artists posting their work. I started using HEAVYPAINT because of Zach Retz. Yeah, exactly. That's like one of the big things that helps a lot, is when, I mean, that's basically how it's spread so far, is just from people on Instagram using it and being like, hey, this is kind of cool, check it out. And then usually everyone's like, what the hell is HEAVYPAINT? Never heard of that. Let me give it a try. And then either you hate it or you love it. It's something like that. Then you open it for the first time and you're like, what the fuck is this? And you close it and you never open it again. And then maybe a couple months later you try it out again because you see another cool artist using it. And then you're like, all right, I'll give it another shot. I think that's how it goes usually. Now I should focus on this drawing a little bit more because this is a little bit doo-doo right now. But yeah, it's tricky, guys. It's like kind of feel like I'm out in the ocean and trying to figure this out. Like I don't know how to swim, but I'm sort of learning as I drown. And we'll see. But it's definitely exciting. Yeah, I don't even know if anybody wants to hear about this side of like the business side of stuff. Um, but I find that I like kind of run out of stuff to say just drawing because there's only so many like colors in the world, right? It's like it gets kind of repetitive. So I don't know. This kind of stuff is interesting to me. I hope it's interesting to you guys too. Has anybody in chat ever tried to have a side hustle or some sort of business or any kind of income that's not a 9 to 5 job? I think the problem is I don't know enough people that are doing business stuff, so I've been trying to like convert all my friends to do businessy stuff so we can like kind of, do it together and have a learn from each other and stuff. But it's in general it's kind of hard to find people. Although it is like there's a lot more now lately. I think people are a lot more willing to try this type of stuff nowadays. Especially with things like Gumroad and Patreon and things, but and there definitely always was a stigma for artists where it's like, oh, don't be a sellout, or oh, money is evil and blah blah blah, and all that I hope is starting to change with artists, because starving artists and all. I don't want artists to be starving. I don't want that to be like what artists are known for. It's not nice. It's not good. So artists should be able to make some money doing what they do. I was really surprised like going to Spain, and I got to see the Sorolla Museum, which is basically just his house, and I was like, holy crap, this guy is loaded back in the day. And I guess artists could make a really good living back then. Or maybe he's just a special case. It's just Sorolla because he's so good. But that was kind of inspiring to see, like, yeah, an artist can have a good life too. They don't have to be depressed and like sad all the time. Right? Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask, guys? Can we have a good life, please? Or is that being a sellout? Is that too greedy to want a decent life? Um, at first, I thought heavy paint was a style of painting. Yeah, a lot of people like put the hashtag on, and it's up, and it's like they're doing stuff with other programs. I'm like, I wonder if they know that there's a if there's an if that it's an app. I used it because of Michael Reth. Yeah, he's been killing it. Guns are free. I just wanted to say that for me, you're an inspiration. The amount of skills you have is very inspiring. Truly Renaissance. Thank you. Thank you, Guns Free. I feel like everyone needs to try because it changes the way you paint. Yeah, I hope so. Just like a little fling, a one night stand with heavy paint would be nice. Yeah. Let's see. Should I do a drawing now? This is a bit late to be making the drawing, but whatever. So nobody in here has ever tried to make income off on the side, huh? Not one person has ever had a side hustle. Have you ever like sold baked goods at your school, or like had a lemonade stand or something? You guys? Nobody's ever made a single dollar if you guys haven't, you should try it. It's very liberating. It's very it's liberating. It's empowering to be able to say like, hey, maybe I don't need to depend on a company or a corporation or a boss or something. Maybe I can be self-sufficient, That's a pretty powerful thing. It could just be like $1, It doesn't have to be a big deal. I used to buy balloons and sell them for a higher price at the school. Oh, nice. So what was your profits like on the balloons? Like, how much were you buying them for, and how much were you selling for? I wonder if that would work on kids now. Probably not, huh? Like, or would it? What's more fun, a balloon or a smartphone? Or they used to sell pastelitos in Miami when I was going to school. All the Cuban moms would have fresh pastelitos de guayaba and queso, and they were really delicious. I miss that. Just like cheese and sugar and guava and butter. Just pure butter. All Cuban food is like butter and lard. And that's how you get thick. And steak. My friend's mom would make steak when I went over. And I'd be like, oh my God, is this how you guys live? This is heaven. It's just nice big juicy steak. I think I've told this many times on the stream, but whenever a friend would come over and like my mom would be like, "Oh, stay for dinner," and they would just like run away. I mean, not to complain, because my mom is great, and she was a great mom, but not a great cook. And so all my friends would like run away at dinner time. uh, but I had to stay, and oh, did I tell this story recently? So recently, my uncle, unfortunately, he had a stroke, and my mom's been taking care of him because he can like barely move. And so my uncle's been staying like downstairs in the basement, right? His house is like a basement downstairs and then the regular house upstairs, because he can't like go up and downstairs or move or walk or anything. So my mom's like cooking for him every day, right? And but then like I called him and he said that my mom's been cooking the same damn chicken soup every single day for lunch, dinner, and breakfast. Like he's been eating chicken soup nonstop for weeks. And he was like, yeah, I was going insane, so I had to actually like drag myself up the stairs very painfully and cook something for myself. So I mean, you know, my mom she's a miracle worker. She helped my uncle get back up on his feet without even trying, really. What the doctors said was impossible, my mom achieved just through her sheer horribleness of her cooking. So, I mean, you know, silver lining is there, definitely. But yeah, my uncle's a pretty good cook. He's good. He likes to make, you know, he's the guy who likes to do extravagant meals for holidays and Thanksgiving, and, you know, roast duck and roast turkey and I don't know, sushi or whatever. He's into food. This is probably one of the reasons why he got his stroke, unfortunately, but yeah, good food. Yeah, stroke is scary, guys. Pretty scary. He was like on the ground and couldn't move and stuff, and like couldn't even get to the bathroom and all that. I think I already told this whole story before on the stream. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just repeating myself. But I think it's a very illustrative story about my mom's cooking. And I always tell her, like, you know, there's like YouTube now, Mom. You can go and look up recipes and stuff. There's lots of good, you know, there's even good Jamaican food, because my mom's Jamaican, my uncle's Jamaican. So I was like, maybe you can make my uncle some yummy Jamaican food. But my mom's also one of those people that she doesn't trust Google at all. So she's like, no, I don't use YouTube. I don't go on YouTube, which I guess means that I can make fun of her cooking on here, because she's never gonna go see this video. But I'm like, Mom, just go on YouTube. It's all there. But you know, sometimes Mom just doesn't want to help herself. Then that's fine. Whatever. She just wants to stay cooking super dry, rock hard pork chops and stir fry or whatever. Sad stuff. It's fine. what about you guys? Do you love your mom's cooking, or? And I'm sorry for you guys that don't have moms. So I know I'm very privileged to have a mom. But yeah, do you guys enjoy your parents cooking? My dad's also another case of like, sometimes he tries to do recipes and they don't come out exactly correctly. Like, they're a bit off, but then sometimes they're really off. Like he put in a cup instead of a tablespoon or something like that of salt or something. And then it's like really disgusting. But sometimes he can pull together good stuff too. Freelance have its own problems, but sure, it's nice to be independent. Yeah. You can make custom game skins for your friends. Oh, is that what you were doing? I bought balloon for 25 cents and sold them for 75 cents. That's pretty good. Nice. My mom cooks awesome, like modern experimental veggies. What's a modern experimental veggie? I wasn't aware that there were like modern veggies and old veggies. Like, I guess an old veggie would be what? Eggplant? Is eggplant an old time veggie? Or broccoli? I don't know. Are you talking about like kale and stuff, like hipster veggies? I'm curious what a modern veggie is. And she also cooks with meat and stuff. Okay, that's good. Meat's a good thing to cook with. Any of you guys in college here, like, learning how to cook right now? Has anybody set off the fire alarm in school yet? I set off the fire alarm at work. I was microwaving some cookies. I only microwaved it for 30 seconds, and the whole like fire crew came, and there's like security was there and everything, and it's like a whole lockdown for my 30 seconds worth of cookies. So I probably cost Sony, you know, who knows? Maybe that's like maybe like $1,000 worth of employee hourly rates just disturbed by that 30 seconds worth of microwaving a cookie. You know, it's a very expensive cookie. And it wasn't even that tasty. It was actually, you know, pretty gross, pretty dry. I think it burned because it was so dry. There's no fat in it. Ugh. Oh shit. It's gonna crash. Love mom's cooking. Yeah. What does your mom make? What is your guys' mom's best like signature dish, I guess. I like mom's cooking, but I'm a picky eater. Love mom's cooking. My mom doesn't really cook. My dad is a good cook. Hey, that's good. As long as at least one of them can cook. The style of cooking is more modern. Okay. I don't know what modern style cooking is. Like lightly tossed, I guess, is what I can imagine modern cooking is. Everything has to be lightly tossed. Or maybe she's like using lasers to cook stuff. I don't know. Is microwaving cookies? Yes, I was microwaving cookies because there's no oven. There's no oven at work, so you have to microwave. But I guess 30 seconds is just too long to microwave a cookie. It was a very powerful microwave. My favorite meal is, I like oxtail a lot. You guys ever had oxtail? I like oxtail stew. And I like Jamaican food a lot. I love Jamaican food. So oxtail, Jamaican patties. I also like beef noodle soup. Like Chinese, Taiwanese beef noodle soup. I like comfort food. Like slow cooked, really bad for you, super fatty, super delicious comfort food. Gonna give you a stroke type of food. Oh yeah, and a lot of Jamaican food they use it's coconut, like coconut milk, which is ultra cholesterol, and I haven't been to the doctor in years, so I'm a little bit scared. Well, I'm not going now because the hospitals are all full here in LA, but I'm scared that when I go, they're gonna be like, your body sucks. What have you been doing? And that's probably what's gonna happen. What's your favorite movie and video game? That's Oh, actually, I think my favorite movie is Brazil. By Terry Gilliam. And I also like City of God, which also happens to take place in Brazil. That one's a good movie. Game? I don't know. That's a tough question. I have no idea. I've been playing StarCraft lately and a little bit of chess. I was thinking of maybe doing a little chess stream at some point, even though I'm not super good or anything. I think it's kind of fun. And chess is like blowing up now all of a sudden. But I don't actually. I haven't played that many games, and I've also haven't played that many single-player games. For some reason, I'm not. I don't really like to play single-player games. I only really enjoy multiplayer games. Because for me, games is all about like. I don't know. I just enjoy the competition and the thinking part of it. I don't really play games for the story. But who knows? I'm sure I'm missing out on a lot of really good stuff by not playing single player games, but I don't know why. I can't do it. And I've tried to start these like really good, well-reviewed games and play them, but I just can't get into it. Ay, ay, ay. You're gonna publish new one for Hey Gaku. Yeah, I'm working on it. This version is close. I'm just working on getting the last thing I'm worried about now is getting the old paintings to be compatible with this version because they're very, very different in structure. So I need to like make sure everything converts over to this new way of doing things properly before I do it. But it's close. I did get pen pressure working on iPad recently, so this next version will have pen pressure with the Apple Pencil. This looks like it's wearing a little hat here. Sometimes I kind of wish I only had one layer though, because I get a little bit lost when I have too many layers. Oh man, haven't used rake in a while. Oh, I cannot understand that text. What is that? Does anybody know what that says? Hikaru Nakamura. Yeah. He's seems to be pretty controversial. What game do you consider yourself best at? I like strategy games. I mean, I played like a lot of first-person shooters and stuff, but I'm generally not that great. I think I'm more comfortable with strategy games, like chess and StarCraft, and you know, Age of Empires, that kind of stuff. Or my first love was Command and Conquer. Command and Conquer on DOS. You guys remember? I used to draw like little. I would make little drawings of like a battlefield with all these different units on them, and be like, oh man, what if there was a battle like this with this many tanks over here, and then the grenadiers would be over here, and then there would be rocket launchers over here, and then these guys would come in and attack that, and this and that, and it was like really nerdy and stupid, but I loved just, I guess, imagining what would happen with like these little scenarios, and be like, oh yeah, that has more range than that, so that would kill that, and then this would come in and kill that, and I don't know, it was fun. I need to make it not do that. Like when it snaps to 0, it changes the hue. I need to fix that. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna crash. Could have 2 versions of HEAVYPAINT maybe. Yeah, that's, you know, I've been considering that, Gaku. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't want it to be too confusing, you know, if there's too many versions and people might be like, oh, which one do I get? So ideally it would be 1, but it is kind of bad that everything is the way that apps deal with saved data, like save paintings, is really horrible, because if you uninstall an app, it deletes all your saved paintings. So if you guys are using you know, iPad or Android, please, for the love of God, if you have some paintings that you want to keep, go and save them right now, because the next update may or may not delete all your stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to make it so that it doesn't do that, and that's why I'm so scared to release it. But just to be safe, you guys should definitely take your paintings and export them and save them out to Dropbox or somewhere off of the iPad, because yeah, when you uninstall the app, it will delete everything from the iPad related to that app. Frostpunk, okay, maybe I'll try that. DFRCLFLFG. Oh, so somebody is asking what the tools do, maybe? Is that what? Because it's DFRCLFL is all the different letters that are up here. Somebody's like asking in, I don't even know what language this is. Is that Chinese? How can you zoom in? It's middle mouse and right mouse is zoom and pan. Okay. What am I doing? This needs to be white over here. Should I go into lounge mode? This actually should extend off beyond. Iceland car? I have no idea. I don't know where this one's from. How do you zoom from the touchpad? You can't zoom from the touchpad. You don't have right mouse button? Just tell your pen tablet to have right mouse button and middle mouse button for the two pen buttons. I put, see, you put the two buttons on, or if you have a touch gesture, you might be able to pinch gesture to zoom. Is it convenient to leave a contact method? I would like to ask you for questions about the use of the software. Oh yeah, just go heavypaint@gmail.com. Man, nobody in here understands what this person is saying. Let me try typing it into a translator. I accidentally turned off the brushes of DFRCO blah 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 on this version and I cannot find the settings. Ah, okay. So, mister, you go over here and you click on this twice, right? And it brings this. And now you hit the heart and that will turn on and off the tool up here. Does that help? I hope that helped. Thank God for Google Translate. Am I shouting? I feel like I've been shouting. My voice is all shitty. Oh, it worked. It's cool. Yeah, it kind of does look like a hat. It's a very fancy truck. Needs a monocle. Let's put a monocle on him. I say. It's a fine day for some overlanding, wouldn't you say? This song? This song right here? I think it's Lily Chow Chow soundtrack. Lily Chow Chow, whatever this is. But honestly, if you're gonna do Lily Chow Chow, you should listen to the whole album. Or I don't know if you're even talking about this song. More 3D. I mean, I'm doing 3D stuff for work right now, but I also gotta test out things. I'm trying to get this out on iPad, so I gotta do test paintings. Hey, Jaden. Pop. Did you start Art Center, Jaden? Looks like you've been doing a lot of paintings lately. Alright, I'm gonna try to mask this off a little bit. I feel like this song is pretty mindless, but I like it for some reason. It's kind of dreamy. Okay, we're gonna use this as a mask. So make a new layer, clip down, and then it pops over to the side a little bit. And then we can just make this invisible. And then here we have a mask. So go with that, make it a little bit bigger, maybe oil, I don't know. Just finished intro class a minute ago. Oh, nice. How'd it go? You liking Art Center? Have you ever done a print on HP or someone else? Actually, I have a print from Bjorn Wertz that I got a while ago. I need to frame it. Let me go try to find it. 1 second. It's probably not going to show up very well on the camera, but I think it came out really nice. Let's see. How do I do this? You guys see this? Yeah, let me make this bigger. My production values are shit. So if you guys want to check out Bjorn, he's also on Instagram. But I bought this print from him. And I like it a lot. Let's see if I can... I need to frame this. I'm really bad at framing stuff. But I mean, it looks different on the camera, but in person the quality is really nice. The colors are awesome. It looks just like his digital version, pretty much. And I think Angela's got prints too, and Angela Sung and Tiffany Mang have done some prints with HEAVYPAINT. So I mean, yeah, the color comes out fine. It's alright for week 2. Cool. Let's see. Is it possible to add transform? There is transform. So actually, a lot of this stuff is in. It's a little bit hidden. So if you go to hotkeys on the top left, and then hotkeys, or press H, and you'll see hotkeys. And move and scale is up here. Slash and period. I will be adding a dedicated transform tool for mobile because you can't use hotkeys on mobile, basically. I'm not sure what resolution it is, Gaku, but it's pretty high. I mean, the other thing is you can re-export your painting at any size, right? So like resolution doesn't really matter because you can export it as high as you want after you paint it, and you won't lose any quality. But like, I don't know. You can't see any pixel or anything. It's very high res. I need to stop. I need to frame this. I'm kind of sad that IKEA went from glass frames to plastic now. I love to complain. Okay. Let's see. What kind of webcam? This is a C920, I think. Logitech. I'm kind of surprised they haven't come out with like a... Nobody's come out with like a DSLR quality webcam yet. I bet a lot of people would want that. Yeah, one thing I need to work on is it's hard to see when you're switching to a layer with black. So I need a way to like highlight black lines, because you know when you press L while you're hovering over a layer, it will highlight it for you and select it. So I'm just hovering over and pressing L, but the problem is with black, you can't really see the highlight happening. I don't know, I need to figure that out. So for example, like let's say we're finished with this thing, and we go File, Save. In this new version, you just say Unimog YOLO. Okay, and then it asks you here, it says, okay, it's saving the HP file, but do you want to export it PNG also? Yes. Do we want to export all the layers to a folder? No. And what size do we want? So right now the size is 1920 by 1920. That's our regular working size that we've been at this whole time, but you can say, I want way higher. This may crash, but I'll try it. I'll try 3800. That should be okay. And then it's gonna rebuild everything at that higher resolution that you wanted. So it's taken a while because it's a lot bigger. And give it some time to think. Oh my gosh. So yeah, it has to rebuild each layer, and then it combines all the layers at the end, and should give us where's our file? There it is. 3840 by 3840. Oh fuck, what is that? Shit. Okay, I gotta figure that out now. Damn it. I think I messed something up in the last update. What? Ugh. Oh my god, what did I do? I have a feeling it was the clip that's freaking it out, maybe? Like this clipping mask that we made earlier. Let's see, why is it loading so slow? Okay, it works there. That's weird. Let me try exporting it. Let's try it again, but super low res, like 960. See if that same thing happens or not. You can see it goes a lot faster at 960. Huh, weird. Doesn't happen at 960. Maybe it's running out of memory? Let me try at 1920. Okay, that worked. Maybe it's because I tried to like minimize it while it was going. Let me try again one more time. Sorry guys. I know this is riveting content, but I just want to make sure I'm not ruining this. It just goes so much slower when you have these higher resolutions. You need to figure out how to optimize a little bit. There can't be like a replay function. Yeah, there will be. Right now it replays like each layer. Hey, okay, now it worked. I think. Wait, no, this is still 1920. It's probably still thinking, maybe? Yeah, it's still thinking. Huh. I think it's because I interrupted it by like trying to rescale it, or I was trying to move the window while it was loading. But okay. But anyway, if we zoom in here, you can see it's pretty high res. Pages are up here on the top right, and then you can go back and forth here with the arrows. And so it's like a sketchbook. I don't know what I was doing here. Here's Kafka from the other day. Oh, this is a brush. I was trying to make this brush, which is in now. I need to add a delete button here too, so you can rip out your sketchbook pages, garbage. You guys never draw a page full of cubes? So fun. Okay, so, you know, loading these big documents is a pain in the ass, so I pretty much always work at low resolution, just so it's like nice and fast and snappy, and then export at the end at high res. So I need to make this back to 1920. Because the 3800 is a little bit crazy. Unless you have a supercomputer. Let's go half. Okay, the only other thing I want to do is maybe a little bit of tire action. Wait, why isn't this? let's see. So if we were gonna ignore all these little dots, then what does the wheel look like underneath that? It's a little bit darker than the tire, but not fully black. It's just like a little flat dinner plate. Hope you guys like my sexy elevator music. I hope it gets you in the mood for painting. Painting big yellow trucks, you know. Okay. Okay, now we're painting the bling. We're bedazzling the wheels now. All these little this guy's like, my truck is so sick. It's so bedazzled right now. It's awesome. Bedazzle my ride. This sounds like a angry customer on the flute. Oh, never mind. Now it's chill. Damn it, flute. Yeah, I hope one day I can get some translations going on HEAVYPAINT too, because yeah, all these letters are useless for anyone who doesn't speak English. They're like, what the fuck? But at least we have some icons now, a little bit. Can you give option to use old UI? Well, there's gonna be this hardcore mode, which removes a lot of the new stuff like layers and you know, eraser and all that. So you could just use hardcore mode, and then this is basically the same as the old version. I don't have anything in my top right. Then download the latest version. Or you should see a little box like this. I just uploaded this one today. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is changing. It's moving around because this is like the you know, experimental version a lot of just playing around, experimenting. I don't like this front wheel. I think it looks too stubby on the bottom. Like it should go lower. I like all this crap on the dashboard too. We need to include that. Definitely. Okay, I think this weird top hat truck is almost done. But anyway, thank you guys for listening to my uncle stroke story and all that stuff that you've heard before. Thanks for joining in again. And yeah, go check out the interview with Tiffany Mang if you are bored. It's over on Tiffany's Instagram again. I'll show it one more time. That was yesterday. If you look up at Tiff Tiffany art. And there we are, talking about heavy paint stuff. And I think she's going to do a workshop or some sort of a video about comparing heavy paint to Infinite Painter soon. So I hope we do okay in battle. I've never been in a program battle before. Anyway. Okay. See you next time. Bye-bye. Have a good day.